On Friday, the 16th of August, a number of Zanjan citizens formed a gathering for the second time in protest of the lead and zinc factory not being shut down, during which they were confronted by security forces in the city centre, Sabza Square. This campaign acting against Zanjan lead and zinc factory was launched earlier this year by a group of youths in social networks, as this factory is one of the main sources of environmental pollution in the city. Zolekha Mousavi, the mother of Hossein Ronaghi, while criticizing the prosecutors and officials of neglect, said that Hossein started his hunger strike on the 9th of August, and no matter how much we do to resolve his problem, the prosecutorial and judicial authorities do not pay any attention. If they continue not to respond to us, pay no attention to Hossein's physical condition, and choose to keep him in prison in this state, then within the next few days, I, along with my son, will also start a hunger strike. Maybe this will help my voice to be heard. During the past week, 6 Sunni civilians were imprisoned in Qazal Hisar prison in Karaj by the names of Hamed Ahmadi, Kamal Melayi, Jamshid Dehghani, Jahangir Dehghani, Sadiq Mohammadi, and Hadi Hosseini. They have written a letter to the international human rights authorities asking for the sentences to be halted, and indicated that, during this period of time, for several times we have been threatened of execution, and because the Sunnis in Iran are active in a variety of fields such as politics, religion, science, economy, and culture, we have been oppressed, and this has made it very hard for us to prove our innocence to the world. The Iranian regime has easily managed to execute, imprison, exile these elites and our youngsters. On Saturday, the 27th of August, Abulfaz Abedini, a journalist and human rights activist, started a hunger strike in objection to his transfer to Karun prison in Ahvaz from Section 350 of Evin prison, and now his condition is a cause for concern as he has been losing weight drastically. On Saturday, the 17th of August, a number of Arak citizens demonstrated and marched in protest against the city's air pollution. Furthermore, a group of families of political prisoners issued an open letter addressed to the head of judiciary and expressed their disagreement with the encounters that took place with Majid Dori, referring to the physical and psychological tortures of Majid Dori during his transfer from Bahbahan prison to Ahvaz prison, in which the signatories requested the head of the judiciary to address this issue. On Thursday, the 22nd of August, a group of drug prisoners' families gathered by the parliament and urged the representatives to replace the death penalties given to drug dealers with alternative punishments. The mother of Hossein Ronaghi started a hunger strike in support of her son, who has been in a hunger strike since Friday the 9th of August. Hamed Tajik, the imprisoned journalist in the Section 350 of Evin prison, is banned from having any face-to-face visit with his relatives. Furthermore, Mohammad Nasiri's sentence for 9 years and 6 months imprisonment in Genave Port Prison was approved. Mr. Nasiri is accused of running a Facebook group under the name of Campaign of Reminding Imam Naghi to Shiites. The Farsi section of the Wikipedia website has been filtered and it is no longer available for internet users inside of Iran. On Tuesday the 13th of August, Reza Akvanian was arrested by the security forces outside the parliament. This author and human rights activist is accused of coordinating protests and now is under severe physical and mental pressure by the security forces in Evin prison. On Wednesday the 21st of August, Abbas Karimizadeh, the director of the publishing house Negin in the city of Kerman, was summoned to the court. According to reports received, more than 200 citizens whom were present in the hall of IOPHRI Hamayesh Afarinesh Mehr to participation in a rock concert were arrested. The police of Iran have not yet informed about the situation of the arrested people. However, the four organizers, Purya Kamali, Ehsan Mahmoudi, Ali Ehtemami, and Mohammad Kharadmand, were given overall bail of 50 million tomans, but because the incident happened at the end of the banking hours, they were transferred to Rajai Shah prison in the city of Karaj. On Saturday the 17th of August, 3 prisoners accused of rape were hanged separately in 3 different places of Karaj city. On Wednesday the 21st of August, a prisoner accused of kidnapping and murdering, who had escaped from Jahrom prison 6 years ago, was arrested and hanged in public in the city of Jahrom. The security forces of Ardabil province took Ramin Eidalkhani, a Baha'i prisoner, to the outside of Ardabil province and released him, and indicated that he cannot return to Ardabil province as he is forbidden to enter this province for the next 5 years. Fawad Ahmad Nouri, a Sunni believer and a political prisoner who was accused of movement against the national security and was imprisoned to 15 years, has been deprived from visiting his family and relatives in the last 2 years of his imprisonment. 7 blocked citizens named Molavi Feta Mohammad Naqshbandi, Malak Abadian, Nizamuddin Molazadeh, Jaber Abadian, Hadi Abadian, Jawad Abadian, and Gul Muhammad Balidei have been kept in the solitary confinement in Zahedan's intelligence agency for the past 2 years and are at risk of receiving death sentences by High Court. Last week, following the arrest and trial of the new Christian converts in Iran, Ebrahim Firouzi has been sentenced to 1 year imprisonment and exiled for 2 years to one of the deprived border cities of Iran by the Revolutionary Court in Robat Karim city. Furthermore, the head of Saghez prison has ordered the 2 Sunni prisoners Farzad Samadi and Aram Mikhaili to be remained in quarantine until they shave their beard and hair. The intelligence officers of the city of Isfahan entered the house of a Baha'i citizen, interrogated those who were in the house, took their religious books and mobile phones, and arrested 3 Baha'is by the names of Banafshe Ferdousian, Afruz Ruhi, and Masoud Vojdani, and transferred them to Dastgird prison in the city of Isfahan. On Saturday the 17th of August, a labor activist in the city of Semnan informed about the 11 months delay in payment of the workers of the car factory Machine Lent. Furthermore, Ali Akbar Hedayati, one of the 235 workers who have been sacked from the steel factory of Zagros, announced that the annual volume of wastage of this factory is around 6,000 tons, and then further added that, on Sunday the 18th of August, the authority was trying to transfer and sell some of the properties of the factory, but this was stopped at the right time by the workers who entered the premises. Reports indicate that 23 labourers of municipality bus company have lost their jobs in the city of Bandar Abbas, These workers have not been receiving any payment for 2 months. Furthermore, Musa Mirjahanmardi, a labour activist in the province of Bushehr, announced that the workers of the shipyard factory of Iran Sadra have not been paid for 3 months due to economical impact on the manufacturing production. Abdullah Belvasi, head of Association for Bakery Workers in the cities of Marivan and Sarwabad, has criticized the social services in these cities for lack of hospital and outpatient clinics. Following the Zanjan citizens gathering in protest against the pollution caused by the lead and zinc factory and the closure of the factory on Wednesday the 14th of August, on Wednesday morning the 21st of August, 400 workers of the lead and zinc factory, whose jobs were threatened, gathered in front of the county governorate building. During the past week, the Vice President of Women Football Federation Affairs announced that Tani Naraghi, Iranian women's national football player, has been banned from playing any competition after talking against the federation in an interview. Additionally, she was charged with a fine of 200,000 tomans. Since the 8th of August 2013, that is the first and last telephone call from Maryam Shafipour, who informed her family about her arrest. Her family are put in darkness about her situation. The Friday prayer leader of the city of Sarab started his preach by objecting the installment of pictures of girls who wear makeup in the awarded university entrance exam, and also announced that families and schools should prevent displaying these girls' pictures, and also the security officers must start confiscating them. On Wednesday the 14th of August, the families of 30 political prisoners in the city of Rajai prison, whilst visiting their loved ones, were confronted by prison staffs and were forced for their fingerprints and photographs to be taken. With nearly 2 months after the arrest of Ahmad Askari, his condition is unknown and the officials do not disclose any information to his family about him. After 79 days of detention of Akbar Amini, he has so far failed to call or meet any member of his relatives. Ahmad Karimi Goleh, a political prisoner held in Section 350 of Evin Prison since his arrest almost 3 years ago, has been deprived from his right to any day off. According to reports received, following the refusal of a request to an extension of day offs, Mehdad Ahan Khan and Hassan Faraji joined their companions in Section 350 of Evin Prison. On Tuesday the 29th of August, Dr. Sadegh Ziba Kalam, a university professor and a political analyst, was banned by the order of the Security of Broadcasting from participating in any national media. There is no information available on the status of Yaqub Moghanni, a Karaj citizen who was arrested on the 12th of June. The security guards in Rajai Shah prison of Gohar Dasht attempted to beat and insult Jafar Eshtami in the prison.